Lionel Messi, one of football's greatest of all time, surprised everyone when he joined Inter Miami in MLS. However, there are rumours that he might leave during this winter transfer period since the MLS season ends in October. But if he does decide to make a move, where might he go? We've seen players who were in MLS return to Europe, like Ibrahimovic, but will Lionel Messi follow suit and make a sensational return? Let's find out. Lionel Messi, the star player for Inter Miami, won't be moving to the Premier League anytime soon, even though the current MLS season ends in October. Earlier this year, the World Cup winner joined David Beckham's Inter Miami and made a big impact in his first game by scoring a last-minute free kick. In the months that followed, Messi scored 11 goals in 13 games, but only one of those goals was in an MLS match. He has played just 72 minutes since early September due to an injury. Unfortunately, his absence seems to have hurt Inter Miami's chances in the league. They suffered a 1-0 defeat against FC Cincinnati last Saturday, which means they won't make it to the playoffs. Their season is scheduled to end on October 21st, 2023. It hasn't been a disappointing season for Inter Miami with Messi as their captain. He led them to victory in the League Cup, scoring in every round, including the final against Nashville in August. Despite his injury problems in the club, Messi has been able to play for the Argentina national team. He's expected to participate in their upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Paraguay and Peru. Even though Messi only joined Inter Miami a few months ago, there's already a lot of talk about his next possible destination. Some have suggested he might make a sensational return to Barcelona, but financial issues prevented that move in the summer. There have also been rumours about a move to Saudi Arabia, where he joined players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema and Neymar. However, according to Spanish journalist Guillem Balaguer, neither of these things is going to happen in the near future. Messi will have a month-long break just like other football players, so don't expect any move to Saudi Arabia or similar destinations, as stated by Balaguer according to BBC Sport. Loan moves for MLS players during the off-season used to be common, but now they're less frequent, and it seems Messi won't be an exception. Inter Miami's manager, Tata Martino, also dismissed the rumour about Messi returning to his former club. He said, "That's surprising. I know nothing about that. If you're saying he's going to visit Barcelona on vacation, yes, that's possible, but I don't have any information on the other part." Chelsea co-owner Todd Barley has been trying to bring Messi to Stamford Bridge since taking over the club last summer. However, his chances of signing the 36-year-old are getting smaller. Despite Messi's admiration for Tottenham defender Christian Romero, it's almost impossible for him to move to North London to play with his international teammate. Even if Messi were available, it's highly unlikely that Arsenal would express interest in signing him on a short-term loan. This is because Arsenal's manager, Mikel Arteta, prefers to sign players of a certain age. Nevertheless, the idea of seeing Messi in the Premier League would have been a delight, even if it was only for a short time. But it's still an improbable transfer, especially considering he still has several years left on his Inter Miami contract. There's a new rumour suggesting that Lionel Messi isn't keen on going to Barcelona or Saudi Arabia on loan. During the break in the league, people talked about the Inter Miami star potentially making a short-term move away from MLS. The team, Inter Miami, didn't make it to the postseason, and they played their last regular season game on October 21st. Lionel Messi is fully focused on his commitments with Inter Miami and the Argentina national team. In November, he has a busy schedule, facing Uruguay and Brazil in World Cup qualifiers after the MLS season ends. After the season, Inter Miami is planning to have friendly matches in China and Japan. They are set to leave for these games on November 2nd, as reported by Taisi Sports. The matches against Uruguay and Brazil are scheduled for November 16th and 21st, respectively. After that, Lionel Messi will take a break in December and start pre-season training in January, with the MLS regular season beginning in February. Earlier, Marca reported that authorities from the Saudi Pro League were interested in getting Messi away from MLS on a 6-month loan. This would allow him to return to Inter Miami for their 2024 season. According to Sport, Miami might be open to letting him join Barcelona in January. Before his historic move to Miami, Lionel Messi said no to a very lucrative offer to play in Saudi Arabia. That offer would have been worth at least $400 million. His rival, Ronaldo, chose to accept the riches of the country and signed a contract worth $200 million per year with the Pro League team Al Nassr at the beginning of the year. Miami's remaining league matches will be against Charlotte, with one game at home on October 18th and another on the road on October 21st. When Messi left Barcelona, it was a huge surprise. No one expected it, but given the financial problems the club was facing, it seemed like the best choice. Many thought he might return to Barcelona after his time at PSG, but it appears that Barcelona is still having financial troubles. For example, they can only afford to pay their new signing, Joao Felix, $400k a year. After Ronaldo, many other footballers also decided to play in the Saudi league. It's not just older players looking for a paycheck. Even younger, in their prime players like Mitrovic went there. Currently, the league has players like Ronaldo, Benzema, Fabinho, Mane, Mitrovic, Neymar, and many more are considering joining. When Ronaldo joined, he proudly said that the Saudi league would become one of the best in the world, and it might not be far from the truth. Currently, it seems like most leagues are declining, except the Premier League, while the Saudi league is rapidly growing. So Messi's offer to play in Saudi Arabia might actually be a really good deal. Reportedly, he was offered $350 million a year, which is nearly double what Ronaldo earns. After playing the international games in November and one friendly match with Inter Milan, Messi will have some free time for a vacation. Additionally, he's a top contender for the Ballon d'Or nomination, especially after his World Cup victory. He faces competition from Erling Haaland, who achieved a treble with Manchester City last season. The decision will be a challenging one. Notably, FIFA has also introduced an extra award this year. In an interview with Olga Live, Lionel Messi discussed his current life. When asked about his future plans, he admitted that he hasn't thought about it much. He wants to focus on enjoying what he does, which is playing soccer. He loves his job and feels fortunate. While he's open to various possibilities, he hasn't decided on the next step. He enjoys everything related to football, including working with kids, teaching, and possibly becoming a sporting director. When it comes to the option of returning to Argentina, Messi expressed a personal desire to enjoy Argentine football, especially after winning the World Cup. He also mentioned the idea of playing for Newell's, a club he used to visit as a child. Perhaps that's an appealing option for the future, but not for this winter. Many players, after their careers end, often go back to play for their local clubs for a few years before retiring. After retiring, they might take a break, start a business, or if they want to remain in the world of football, they become coaches or managers of football teams. This pattern has been seen with many football legends. Messi's rival, Ronaldo, has made it clear that he doesn't want to become a manager. Instead, he has chosen to take on more of an ambassadorial role in football. Given Messi's illustrious career, he doesn't need to work for the rest of his life, and he might enjoy life away from football. However, that won't happen in the near future because we'll continue to see Messi playing in the MLS after this winter transfer window. He won't be joining Barcelona, a Saudi league club, or any European club. The epic battle between Ronaldo and Messi in the Champions League might also be over, but we've been fortunate to witness both of them in their prime. What are your thoughts on this? Do you believe Messi will stay in the MLS or move to another club? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments and don't forget to hit the like button.